Hello, welcome back. In this video, I will explain benefits of std array, particularly for the embedded systems. During this video, I will not use STM32Cube which I normally use. Instead of that, I will use online compiler because it is easy to show output. For that matter, you can use any online compiler. The code which I am going to show during this video is already compiled with STM32Cube C++14 compiler. Some settings need to be updated. I will show them during the video at the right time. Okay, so let's start. To use std array, you need to include array standard header file. Okay, let's start with initialization. It is not possible to initialize std array without specifying size. However, it is possible to initialize raw array without size specification. Let's try. Here I am creating a standard array without size specification of unsigned integer 32 type. Try to compile it. It will not compile and compilation failed. Now I'm trying with the size and compilation is successful. Let's try same with raw array without size specification and I can compile the code. I see it is a big difference, and as raw array allows definition without size specification could be reason for the potential failures. Standard array is a more safer as compared to raw array because it provides different method which make its utilization safe. We will look into those methods one by one. First method is size. stdarray knows its size and it returns the size using the size method. Let's check size of std array which we have created, and size is 5. Next method is a empty. std array provide this method to provide emptiness of the array. Let's check what it returns for the array which we have created. Okay, let's use correct array. Empty is false because this array is not empty. Let's create another empty array with size 0. And it isn't true because array is empty. For convenience, I delete other outputs. Yeah, empty is true. Okay, next method is a fill. So there are a bunch of scenarios in which someone want to fill the array with a single value, and there is a method called fill for std array. Let's fill the array which we have created with one value and check output. So array fill with value 10 and array is filled with value 10. I found it is a pretty useful method. There is another method swap. I will skip it for now because I haven't found much useful for my usage. The next methods are related to the element access. Element of the std array can be accessed using square bracket, but I recommend to use at method. At method provide point check. Let's try something. So here I try to access element at position 1. It returned true. Okay, now try to access element at value 10. And it returned exception. This is a big advantage of using std array. To enable the exception in STM32Cube ID, you need to go to the properties, because by default exception handling is a disabled. Then go to CC process build settings, MCUG++ compiler, optimization, and uncheck disable handling exception. Okay, good. Let's switch to the next. Then std array provide method to access front and bottom element, method call as a front and back. There are several situations in embedded system where you need to access the raw pointer. It's unavoidable, and for that std array provide method called as a data, which returns the pointers to the raw value. And here I have created function which accept the raw pointer of unsigned integer 32 bit type and size and print the values. Let's try to invoke this method. And while invocation, I use data to return the pointers to the array, and size which return the size of the array. Yeah, and it works. Next I will cover it, how to iterate to the array. There are mainly two methods. I'm ignoring the C style iteration, and based on usage you can use one of them. Yeah, okay, let's move to the next. Next is algorithms. You can use the algorithm from the algorithm library to standard array. For that you have to include algorithms. For testing I will apply sorting algorithm to the array. So here array I have initialized using initializer list. It's another advantage of the std array. Then applied sorting algorithm, and then here printing the sorted values. And here you can see values inside array are sorted. Okay, that's all I wanted to cover as a part of std array for the embedded system. Overall, std array is a more safer to use in the embedded system. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to mention in the comment.